Did anyone save the marks we made?
I have them. Just give me one second. I'm still setting this
Okay.
up. Just need to add one more thing. Okay. Oh. This is super poorly lined up. It's fine. Good enough.
Put the marks up, Panda.
Yeah. Food.
Okay. So before we go in, I just wanna review Shadow Clone Jutsu or 9 Lives. So that whole sequence is gonna start with her being in the center, and she'll jump either left or right, and then do one of her cuts, and then hit the other side. As Liz is posted in the Discord, easier way to think about it is if she hits the outside or the inside first. The clone, when it goes for the cut, will also hit the outside. So if it jumps left and hits the outside, you know that the inside to the east over here would be safe. And you switch sides for the second cut, and that'll remain true regardless of where the clone is.
That's much easier.
It'll hit the outside of the arena first. If it's the reverse, and you know that she hit the inside initially, then you know that the clone will also do that initially and then switch. After she does that, she will then jump either north or south. We don't have marks for it, but she will. It'll be like. It'll be to these points here on. I guess we could put the marks here for now, unless we don't. We might not need them just to use them. But it's on using the left side as a visual. She would jump to I put B way too far. She would jump to A and B, A or B. She would jump north or south, and then do her crossing, which is these. For this one, it supports in, then DPS in, and the same dodges. And then then after she's done with that, the tanks can bring her back to the center, and then she'll make the clones do one of the things she just did. These will always resolve at 1, 2, 3, or 4. It'll just depend on which clone she picks and what her directions that she chose for the jumps are. So just be ready to respond to those. And the crossing in this case will be, as a reminder, is going to be variable. It'll depend on who gets marked. If supports are marked, then it's DPS in instead, and then supports in. And then you'll have to do the reverse dodges if it does that. Well, I won't know until the marks come out, so we'll call it. And then the final thing is the AoEs that you have that make people have to make the rolls different. Make sure you are farther out just so you don't like hit people since they are big spray to destroy AoEs. I believe that's it. I don't think we need to have marks here because for this one where she jumps north or south, she will give us a marker on where she's going.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need marks there. Just know that is the order of things. She'll jump west or east, do a cut, and we can look at it as her cutting the outside or the inside first, and then doing the second half. And then she'll jump north or south from that position, and then do crossing. And then after that, tanks can reposition her in the center, and we can get ready to handle whichever clone is going to end up at 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then the other one will happen secondly. For handling the cut, because it's going to have 2 line stacks originating from where she is during the first cut dodge. So if she's hitting the outside on the east, or she's on 3 and hitting the outside, then we would be on the left side of 3. and handling the line stacks. I think the easiest way to do this is just to have Light Party 2 be the most south of her, and then Light Party 1 be the most north of her, so that the lines are just split up evenly. If we properly reposition her in the center for each of these, it should be very what's the word? Consistent. So just Light Party 1 will be more north, Light Party 2 will be more south of her specifically. So even if the clone is jumping to 3 and doing this cut, you need to be aware that the stack is happening from her. So you need to be Light Party 1 will be more north from her, and Light Party 2 will be more south from her. I think that's it. Just gotta get in there and do it if no one else has anything to add. Okay. Let's get going. And food check.
That's...
Hold on.
Are we going?
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Just reset, I guess, if we weren't ready, but...
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
Tactically make the boss confused.
Yeah. No problem. Alright, good to go.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
Voice in.
Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
DPS. Dodge.
From my live 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart.
Light parties were partners.
Try this.
Light parties, light parties. Means we're gonna dodge into our light parties for this.
Your meat.
West, sports first. Yeah. Second dodge would be into light parties. Trade wide coming up. Okay, coming up.
Here it comes, Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
For slams and launches. towards safe square, off dodge cross. Towards safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross. So sorry. Cut out for a second. That was scary timing. Tank buster and then ready to go to corners. Northeast, southwest. Spread. All is well. Okay, Freddy's just gonna jump west or east and do a cut. And then have the crossing.
From my lies 9, my soul I split.
East hitting the inside first.
Beautifully dodged!
Okay, she took back for that. Ready for her to go north or south. Supports in first.
Your meat.
North, supports in. DPS. Dodge. Okay, she jumped right for that. Reposition her in the center. Okay, heading to 3, hitting the inside first. Like for one, be more north of her. Like party stats. Dodge second cut.
A vicious blow! Oh,
Okay, next she's gonna head to 1. We don't know who's first yet. DPS in on 1. Supports. And dodge. Oh, she does another AoE. Okay.
I'm running. Ah, no. Oh, we have a LB3. Just keep yourself alive.
That everybody's gonna kill. Yeah.
Plus.
I forgot to stop recording. Start recording. My bad.
For that, I think it might just be easier to keep the cleaves on the same side because there was chaos. So like when supports, instead of baiting supports like cardinals, everyone baits intercardinals so that the second time or like the after cleaves, we can all just stay in the cardinals. So both second cleaves would be intercardinals always.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, because I think
there's
that
no...
tripped over the DPS because the DPS just went out and we're used to baiting the first set on intercardinals, so everyone just got hit.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Yeah, we don't have to.
Then
do
we
it
should
like that.
use the partner cardinals for whoever's first
And you said...
in that one.
So, we put them on the cardinals so that the intercardinals are always safe?
Whichever one, it doesn't matter where we put them.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So let's just say always put it on the
Cardinals
intercards. So oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, cardinals make it so that partners always works. Yeah. So yeah.
Yes.
So just say we'll always put it on the cardinals, and if it's not your turn, be on one of the corners, and you'll be safe. Yeah.
And
okay.
I think if you have a mark where you have to be decently far out, not probably matching melee, but that's the AoE around you.
And this will work for we'll do this for all the crossings now. So just all the crossings. If it's your roll's turn, you're using your partner cardinal as
We're
the
gonna
bait.
change the stunning one.
Yeah. That way it's consistent. Yeah.
At least it's like the first thing, so we could just immediately practice it.
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
out of the
It'll
way.
be changing it, but yeah, you'll always be using as just a brief.
Wait, you want to
Go
bait both of
go
them
to
to
your-
the cardinals?
Go to your partner
Always.
cardinals.
Always
Yeah.
partner cardinal,
Go to
whoever
your
is
partner
baiting.
cardinals.
That'll
Yeah,
make the
Okay.
won't that make the light party stacks a bit weird? Because we've been dodging into cards.
It will.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I think I guess we can
Well-
we can do
We
the
could do
I just thought it would be good to keep the order that the first aftershock is cardinals and then inner cards. But
well, if we could keep them in the same spot so that the same spot's always safe. I feel like that might be better than maintaining the order. I feel like that would be easier to
you
adjust
can just bait it
changing.
inner cardinal then, right?
Yeah, I think just always bait it to your partner corner. And if it's not your turn, be in one of the
Being in any
cardinals.
cardinals.
Yeah, being any cardinal. This does mean that when she does partners during this part, we are still going to have to use the partner cardinals, which is fine. But yeah.
And we want to do this for every single one, so including the first.
Yeah. This will make it so that way we don't
Okay.
have to worry about two different ways.
So we're always baiting. We're always,
always baiting to inner card.
Always baiting to
Inner cards.
your inner card. Yeah. This means that both the residuals will hit the corners so that you can just stand in one of the cardinals to dodge both of them. Yeah, because it's the very first one, it'll make it easier to just very quickly
Okay, so
do it.
supports are setting up in the inner cardinals now.
Yeah, and you still have to be in.
Yeah.
Just make sure you still have to actually be in. But okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'll make it definitely a lot easier, especially for the second part. When she does it with the AoEs and shit.
Oh yeah, Pandora. Was I in the wrong spot for some of those? Because I just
I think so, but you adjusted, so it's
The
I can
only
do it.
thing that was iffy, like the in and out cleaves, that was so much easier. But the only thing that was iffy was the lasers. There's only me and Bagel on one laser.
Yeah. Just be make sure you're ready to be just north and south of her, and try and be the closest you can to her while doing this, so that we have uptime for people. But yeah.
And make sure that the boss is like in the spot where the clone will teleport, not because I think the boss is over at this area right here. So a lot of people were just DPSing here, where the clone was gonna show up. But the lasers came from the boss, not the clone.
I mean,
Since the clone that does the side cleaves doesn't need us to be near it, we can actually just bring the boss to whichever east-west, whichever
You can
clone
just
is
take
going
it.
to.
Yeah, that is true.
That
yeah,
would
you can just
also
put
work.
for the cut jump, you can just put them on west or east. Put the boss on west or east. Yeah, because we don't actually have to be
that's
next
right.
to the number.
Yeah, because
for the
that
cut.
will just be either side of that line on 3 and 2.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
silver one.
That'll work just fine. All right, let's get in there and get used to the new baiting it on the
Baiting
intercards at all
intercards
times.
every
It's
time.
good.
Brain power
It's
to
good. It's
move.
the very first one, so you can.
Yeah, at least it's the first
I hope
mechanic.
you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It repositions
Our
anyway.
challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
And then go to Cardinals.
That
Managed to
Yeah,
beat
just
it.
white.
We knew it was gonna take a feature.
It's gonna take a little bit. Yeah, it's fine.
That's pretty well ingrained. I had
Yeah.
to think hard doing that.
We have 3 hours of doing it the other way in our.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting muscle memory out of the way.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's
It
first
supports on corners
opponent,
first.
Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
DPS.
Oh wait.
Dodge.
You gotta run.
Are we always baiting on the corners then?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's
Okay,
always.
okay, okay.
It's always. Yeah. Just wipe it. Just reset. We gotta get this down.
Yeah.
Make sure we're
From
clear
my
on what we're
life
doing.
9, my soul I split.
It's always bait on the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're baiting, you're in the corner. If you're not
Yeah.
baiting,
You're on the sides.
You're on your cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals.
In a nice safe spot.
Yeah. Get used to going to your partner corner, cardinal too, because you'll have to go there for when we do the later one, because it's a spread.
Yeah.
So make sure you
Base
go
will
to.
always be true north, right? So like,
Yeah.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yeah. And dodge. Or cardinals are both. Yeah. Very nice.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like party. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot.
Means we're gonna dodge into our light
You'll
party.
miss me.
West, ports first.
Oh, that was my bad.
Oh, that's because I was being first.
Yeah. Oh, it was going off because I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
yeah.
inner guards first.
Yeah.
It's,
And remember that is also inner cards now. Every time we do that, it is now go to your inter card for that bait.
it,
my brain.
yep.
No, we got this. We got this.
We got it.
Easy.
Gotta drill it in our heads.
No brain will be used today.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yes. And dodge.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try
Light parties. I'm gonna dodge into our light parties for this.
You're mid.
Okay, West supports on corners. DPS. And head to your light parties. You can start there immediately now. Which will always be safe. Like, raid wide. I literally always try and say light parties for that raid wide. I don't understand.
It's okay. The light party stacks are a raid wide.
Yeah,
If
that
you think
is
about
true.
it.
That is true. No, sir.
Here it comes. Black Cat's live and lethal maneuver. Please bear with us while we repair the
Ready
ring.
for slams and launches. Towards safe square, dodge cross.
Oh my god, you're doing it.
On safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross. Towards safe square, dodge cross. Take Buster, and then ready for knockback corners. I'll show you your pulses. Northwest, southeast, yeah. Reds.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Oh, I was looking at West. Dang it.
Yeah, I just slipped as I forgot to rotate it my camera.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Okay, jumping west, hitting inside first. Gonna jump north or
Beautifully
south
done.
next. She jumps left or left. Remember to go on the corners for the bait.
You're mid.
Heading south, supports on corners. The DPS. Now seeing Cardinals dodge. She jumps right from that. Where did she cut again?
Inside.
Inside, okay. She's jumping to. You said 3 hit inside, yeah.
Markers on
Oh, yeah. Crap. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah, that was my bad. I
Oh, that's my
blinked on which one she. I forgot which one she tethered to.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was cleaves as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of curiosity, would it be easier on that one just to have everybody with the cleaves go to, like, if she's going to this spot, everybody with cleaves would just like go out here or raid out? Or is that more are you going to make it worse?
Oh, you mean like stack the bait?
Not stack them, but spread them along, like just shooting to the outside. Just so we're not like dancing all together. I don't know if that's better or not. But...
It might be harder proximity. It's
I
gonna
feel
be
like
more
I-
movement.
I feel like it'd be better to just keep the corners thing for that. I
Yeah.
see what
Yeah,
you're
I
saying.
feel like
though.
it's
I
better
think
to
with the
try to keep our
proximity-
consistency. But
I think we just need to get used to orienting it around the numbers and not. And I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
the only
Using
thing
first
is
really helpful.
that wind AoE from Nail Clipper is like actually kind of big. So,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
like,
haven't.
so
I haven't
you might have
watched
to
it
go
all.
further than max melee.
Yeah, you might. Have to
Otherwise,
back
the
up a lot.
spacing will be really tight.
I'm gonna be disconnecting until I know just how.
Yeah. Just gonna play safe. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Because I don't think we'll have an issue with damage.
No. I don't think so. How many clones has she used by then? She only used 4 most of the
I
time.
hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
I think she's only used 4.
Our
Oh, wait,
challenger's
no.
first opponent, Black Cat.
Because she uses 1 during the
Can
launch.
they hold their own against our
Supports on
feline
corners.
ferocity?
So yeah, I think it's fine. DPS. And dodge.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like parties. Two dogs are like parties.
Your mincemeat.
West supports on corners. Yes. The delight parties. Great wide. Sir.
Red Dawn.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Wait for launches and slams. On safe square, dodge cross.
Careful, man.
On safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. Okay, Buster, and they're ready for knockback corners. Northwest, southeast. spread out.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
And jump west or east, do cut.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Jumping east, hitting inside first. Jumped right into that.
A
Right
vicious
overhead,
blow.
south.
That'll leave a mark.
We're crossing, so make sure to go to the corners.
You'll miss me.
North, supports on corner. DPS. And dodge. Jump right for that as well. Center her. Heading to 1.
Crossing.
Ready for someone to be on the corners. Don't want to move. DPS on corners, DPS. Supports.
Oh, you guys are switching.
A dodge. So, okay.
That was just a healer.
Setting the hitting the three, hitting the inside. Yeah.
It's gonna be elf life.
Oh yeah. It's gonna murder.
Is there another big windy hit after that?
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to check. There's
So
another one.
there is
happening.
2 sets of wind markers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the 4 people that didn't get hit the first time get marked after, and it goes off like after the things detonate.
Andrew, do you have not passage, the you should line?
Oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna
I
use a
see.
crit shield there because the first wind cleaves into the baited cleaves just killed me and the other healer. It was just surprise Pikachu face.
Okay, so
I should
whoever.
be able to add all that. Too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
whichever group didn't have the AoE first, so basically whichever group goes in second, your AoE will go off as we're dodging the second residual, meaning you can't be in the same spot as your partner in the Cardinals, or you'll hit them. I assume they still have the Vuln from it? Does it give a Vuln?
I think it's.
Well, the Vaughn wears off before you get, like,
Oh. So I
like
mean,
you might have
it
the
would
Vaughns
technically
wear
be
off.
fine. It would technically be fine. It would just hit everybody again. But if the healers are
Well-
already AoE healing, it would be fine.
Like, sorry, I'm doing it wrong. Like, if you get hit by the second cleave and then you get clipped by the AoE, you'll still have a Vaughn.
It should be fine because the third cleaves are not baited, so we can just the supports or whoever goes second can just stand as close as possible. Right?
It should also be noted the Vuln from the cleaves is a slashing. It's not the same as the AoE. It wouldn't even prevent you from being hit by it again.
I thought
Probably did just
the
damage.
AoE gave you a slashing Vaughn down. Was it
The
I
AoE
think like
gives you magic.
the spread?
The spread.
Oh, yeah.
I'm mostly sure the spread is magic.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, the spread gives a magic, and then the second cleaves go out, which hits the supports, and they have a slashing, and then much later, as the second residual goes off, the DPS's AoE explodes, which it would technically be fine to hit the supports at this point because they don't have their magic one from the AoE anymore.
But it's just
But
it's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, yeah. To reduce it, we could just make it so that whoever is second and has their AoE just stays out when they dodge the second residuals. They don't hit their partner. Or we could just
That
say.
would probably be
say-
ideal.
Or
to
we could just
stay out
say
with
fuck it and just let both people get hit by it. But if that would be.
I mean,
I don't
tanks
know.
would be fine, but healers
Tanks would
won't.
be fine. Yeah, I feel like that will probably be too much. So.
Well, enough, maybe we can do it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll make sure I use my addle there, because it should.
So do
be
we
back
want
there.
to do the safe way or the fuck it way?
Bro, I'm all up for uptime.
Okay, we'll try the bucket way.
Okay, so save your shields. I'll try to and we'll
Trade
try
shift not
in this-
being used.
No,
Yeah.
I had my crit shield there. I just
Tempera
wasn't expecting that
addle.
much damage there.
Okay, so just yeah, so the order will be someone will bait the corners, then another group baits the corners, and then at this point the first AoE is going off while it's happening. Then as you're dodging the second residual, which you don't have to dodge the second, you just still be in the cardinal of your partner.
You're just chilling.
You're still with your partner. Just know that both of you will get hit by that AoE, and it'll be a lot of damage because the people who went first will have already gotten hit by one. And we're
If
saying
your
fuck it
second
so
wins,
far.
that button is crazy good.
It'll
Any
definitely make it simpler if we can just tank that and not have to worry about people getting in and out for that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure to throw my mid on it.
I will try to remember, but I'm pretty sure it's a damage phase sometimes.
Check.
Oh yeah, good check.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yes.
Although I guess notice there's these squares where you could stand on. Right there.
Yeah. Helps with the positioning.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like parties. I'm gonna dodge into our light parties for this.
Your mincemeat.
He supports on corners. DPS. Dodge.
Like party.
Yeah, my bad, I forgot to call it.
I was like, when did it go?
Pretty wide.
Just focus on
Spicy. Yeah, a little break then mouser.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver.
The hell with those shatter.
My ring!
Okay. Ready for
Please
flames
bear with us
boxes.
while we repair the ring.
On safe square, dodge cross.
Oh, whoa!
It's fine. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I was trying
On
to go
safe
to the
square, dodge
outside. I
cross.
shouldn't
Yeah, the
move.
challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Don't be indecisive.
Savable, you got this. Oh no.
Oh, wait. I was
Towards
still
safe
alive.
square.
I thought I
Towards
was
safe square,
dead.
dodge cross.
Oh,
They're
Okay,
back on their
we're good.
feet. Upgrade.
Sword save square, dots cross.
I just got back.
Okay, Tank Buster, and then ready for knockback corners.
Swift and 4 should be able to get this too. 2, 1.
Northeast, southwest.
They're still in it, but for how long?
Oh, you can definitely.
Yeah. Ready for her to jump. West or
For
east and
my
do cut.
life 9, my soul I split.
East hitting outside first. Right for that.
A vicious blow.
Ready for her to
That'll
jump
leave a
north
mark.
or south. Supports will be on corners first.
Your meat.
South, supports on corners. DPS. Dodge. She jumps. That's for that.
They're both same side.
Yeah.
Heading to 3 and hitting the outside first. Outside first. Flight parties. Flight party will be on the north, two on the south. Up first, just gonna dodge second half. Okay, ready for head to head to 2. Don't know who's gonna be in first. Supports on the corners too.
Be careful there.
DPS. Dodge. The AoEs are gonna pop. Raid wide.
Don't. The shield came out before.
I think we've seen past this, so
No.
see what she does. Mouse her again. Okay.
Imagine Devour with this arena.
Yeah, she hasn't done it yet.
But now she's just gonna do something else,
Is it
probably.
the same or towards safe square, dodge cross. Entering nails. What is that? Oh, it's
Oh,
Is it over
Guardians.
already?
Towards safe square,
Torrent.
dodge cross. And a stack.
Oh, I'm gonna get fall through real quick. Better me than everyone.
On safe square,
on
dodge
safe square
cross.
dodge.
And a stack.
Stack.
Oh, this is the normal mode mechanic.
Yeah. Exactly. Normal.
Oh my! The
Healer
challenger went
out.
down hard.
On safe square, dodge
The
cross.
stun.
On safe
You're gonna get
okay.
stunned.
Oh, we might get launched. Yeah, it's a good thing you're on cancel. Otherwise, we get launched.
Very
Let's get
nice.
Tank Buster. Southwest, northeast. Spreads again, I think.
I thought so too. It didn't disappear until we
I sharpen these just
Raining cats.
Tethers. I assume they're for
Here,
tanks.
take one,
I
and
assume
then
they're
I'll take
tank
the other.
Tethers.
Shit.
There goes again. Bit.
Oh, we have to each take these, I assume.
Is this proximity?
It's tethered.
It's tethered, yeah. I think it's
does-
just, I think it's just 4 sets of 2 tethered, and we
Right.
2 people take it each.
Yeah, I think someone has to stand in front of someone else because you got 2 bone stacks at the same time there.
Oh wait.
We're definitely missing something there. It did a lot of. let me
It
see.
did physical and magical. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, I think the first cleave, like the front cleave, does probably physical and the back does magical.
Well, they weren't directional. Were they?
Were they directional?
The
I don't think they really were.
because I got hit for 148,000 damage.
Wow.
My math.
It was like 16 seconds, wasn't it? Or for whoever lived, it was like 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Battlelog says suffered resistance down, slashing resistance and magic vulnerability up. So I think like we have to take turns taking the tethers. Like supports take tethers first, and then DPS take tethers, and one stands in front. Well, I guess person with tether stands in front, and the other person stands in the back. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly.
Because that spread marker right beforehand gave us vulns. Did those fall off? That was just a magic vuln, right?
We didn't have bones. Yeah, we didn't have bones. Yeah, the first hit of that cleave just does a lot of damage. I guess. I mean, it must. I standing in front of it. I think I can. I would.
It was just the first hit that did big damage? Because it could
Yeah,
just be, it could be tanks, and then it could just be 3 minor hits after.
Oh,
Maybe that's broken,
yeah,
but-
yeah.
Well,
that's
but
a good point.
I got
Yeah,
hit
the
by
final
like the
one was
third
a
set
big
of tethers,
did a lot,
so
okay.
for that much.
But we have to talk about platforms first. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the new Mouser setup. So I assume that those were a proximity, these slashing nails.
Let's take that.
I think there were 4 of them.
Yeah.
So
We have 2 spots.
Oh, the rolls that don't get the knockup pulse things on their heads will have to probably take the cleaves. Yeah.
Is that roll based?
Blown up by wind, right? Because of the knockup. That's the... Or does it? Did it resolve before?
It resolved at the same time, I thought.
yeah, it was at the same time.
And did it only go off once? Like we did got the 4 cones. once?
She did slashing nail, and then she did 2 stacks, and then she did slashing nail 1 more time. Or sorry, it's called splintering nails.
Whatever side. I mean, I think we can assume that 4 baits is only happening once. Otherwise, because if they resolve at the same time, it's if we get multiple, like we're gonna die to bones. I think.
Yeah.
So whatever side is not getting blasted by wind, we just need to make sure they're split. As long as we're all getting hit by 1, it wouldn't make a difference? Question mark?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
we get bone stacks? Because if like the opposite roll gets a stack, maybe it might be an issue. I don't know.
I'm just wondering if there's enough space if it resolves at the same time. Because they're pretty big cones.
It could have resolved. Okay, I'm not recording right now, but it could have resolved at the time whenever it does like it disappears, and you have time to like wiggle over to the platform before like the push, like the actual hit comes. You know.
Look at my bot.
yeah, it looks like that she. Yeah, she does the stun, and like maybe like half a second later, the splintering nails go out from this. So it's not really that close. The Vuln from the Splintering Nails is only 2 seconds long, so it doesn't really.
Oh,
Yeah,
so everybody
it's-
could take one.
Yeah, any.
We just
4
have to make
people
sure
can
they're
take
not
one.
stacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that would all. That would
they
be all
look
it
to
would
be
have to
the exact same cones as from like the first mechanic.
Yeah, it's just
quadruple.
that they don't have a follow-up this time. That
Yes.
looks like the only difference.
Oh, and that could be what these this other square is for. So these are the spreads right here. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm just like talking on my ass right now.
So I feel like in that case we just have to make sure that. I mean, we would just have to make sure we have.
We could
proper
set up a prio, so we could still base it off like say a healer's getting smacked, like getting launched. Then it's up to DPS to bait
the splinters.
The splinters.
Yeah, because we won't know until the cast starts, because we won't know who's marked until then.
Yeah.
We'll know for the second one will be easy because we'll know ahead of time that like whichever role it is, but the first one we'll have to just react quickly to it. So in terms of setting up a spread, a protein spread, because we have a limited space because of the cross. I think as long as we make it so that I guess at the moment we don't know if she's gonna do them in that order. She might do Splintering Nails back to back, and then 2 stacks. She might be able to do different orders for them. I would say we probably want the cross to be exploding on the outside when Splintering Nails is happening, so that we have more space.
Yeah. Also, I did realize if we wanted, we could have the knockback on the same side of the arena for that entire mechanic.
That was the because I saw that all west dodge strat. Is that what you're? I think I saw that. It's like
Well, it was just
is
something I
always
noticed
2 and
because 2 people could get launched to the other side and the knockback would still be on west. And then the other 2 safe squares, you have to stand on like west or north or whatever, depending on the pattern. But
Oh, I get what you're saying. So that way the
Yeah.
east is always safe. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. But it has to be if you are landing on a square, you need to be on the west, and if you're not being landing on a square, you need to be pointing towards the east while standing on a west square, right? So that's all it has to be.
yes.
Yeah. The
If we
main
make it
thing is
more
that
consistent.
in order to have better spacing, we would want the nails when nails is going off. We want the person to be on the outer squares. Yeah. So before we worry about that, let's set up the actual spread points. So we would just have to like do it in like an arc.
Do we want to do it relative to where the ad spawns? Like that's the new north. That way
Well, I don't think so, because it's gonna come from her anyway. I think you can just worry about her, because she'll be in the center.
she'll always be.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess. Well, she might not be in the center if she knocks the tank.
The main tank.
We could just true north spots, and then line up west to east and north to south, and that'll be our position, like our bait order for splintering, I guess. It's like north.
How do you mean? I guess.
So
Like
the
yeah.
arena can either be west to east, north to south.
Yeah.
We can just say if it's north to south, it goes Viper north, and then it goes Ninja, Dancer, Painter. Always. Like,
Don't melee want to be at the bottom?
I mean, yeah, but that was just an example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you mean like you can use the markers to say it, but like if it was like the north-south setup, how would that look on here?
On here, let's say boss's center. I never use wave marks. Give me a moment.
You're fine. You're good.
Let's say if we wanted like a range to be to the north, so we could have the south position. I don't really think it matters. I'll probably just be true north thing personally, but it's north-south. Boss is A. I say B is where we are baiting the air. We say Viper is northmost bait. Give you Ike right there. Then it would be Ninja, and then it would be like Dancer, and Painter. Like we would just always be set up so that we are lined up in like an order for the bait.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
And
we
then if
could
it-
use these squares.
Squares
Because
just
if
using-
if it's around this, there's a square here, there's a square here, and then we just mirror it.
Okay, so if it was the west-east setup, yeah, I guess
rotate that
rotate it. We would
do
just
one-
move
a
it
direction.
once clockwise.
just move it clockwise once. Okay.
Sure.
But of course, so let's say bait for some reason is like B over here. We would just flip it. So like you would still be northmost, right? Like you would still be like right there.
Just
And then I'd be right here. It would keep it consistent. We could just
Yeah.
flip it to the other side.
right.
Yeah, I think ideally we make it so that the person is always making sure that their cross is happening on the other side, so that we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Are we gonna stick to like west or east where the party is, other side where the baits are?
So, if we want to do it like that, we could say like, always face it. Always have your cross exploding on the west. And then if it's the other way, then always have it exploding on like the south. That way it's always like on the same like orientation. I see what you mean by we might have to just change our north because she could do the west-east thing and it'll make it weird.
Yeah.
If we use true north.
Winky.
We could just say that when she puts it on the west-east version, use west as your north, if we want to do that. But it might get confusing. But
I think ad has always spawned west anyways.
I think it always. I think ad always spawns
Always
in
spawns
west.
north
Yeah.
west. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
So
west will become new north.
I think we can do that. So just the west becomes the new north if we're on the sideways split. That way it'll stay consistent. And this means that when west becomes your new north, the people who are handling crosses make sure you are always having your cross explode on the west. This means if you're stand on the safe square, then you are on the west, and if you are towards safe square, you are
standing on the east.
Oh wait, no, you're still on the west. You're just pointing towards an east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
You're
mean we have to
basically-
point those to the east. You can't point yourself at a.
Yeah. This means you will always, like, regardless of what your mark is, you're on the west. It's just that if it's a slam, you're on a safe square on the west. If it's a launch, you are on the west, but you're pointing towards one of the safe squares on the east.
And we can practice this setup on Mauser 1.
Yeah, we should make sure we always do this on Mouser 1 so
Yeah,
that we
we
can get used
should.
to it. As far as the arc is concerned, so the arc will be, let's just pick that. Like this. So it'll be like this, and then we'll always just have it, and this is using the northmost as your orientation.
Wait, would it be the? Wait, I can't read a compass. Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay. Wouldn't it? It would be the. It would be mirrored, right? Because we're making west dangerous.
Yeah, that would be.
Yep.
Thank
You know that's a real good point.
We're blowing up the left side.
Okay, you're
Goodbye.
that would have been not a good idea. Okay, so yeah, it's more like this.
So.
And yeah, and it's like this.
Well,
and you might have to
shouldn't
move it a
we-
bit based off if she moves a bit, but ideally she's always in the.
Oh, and I guess now we rotate it counterclockwise.
I guess Andrew, if Korean Bagel gets the paw, you could just vote it off.
And then
That's a bit risky. I think because of the timing, I think the cross will go off before they'll move to the tank anyway.
And it's also casting. It probably won't even move.
Yeah, it won't move till maybe at best after, which might reposition it. But at that point, we'll be into the next mechanic anyway.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, so it would be like this. Well, you'd want D to be more like this, right?
Well, like.
I mean, well, one thing to consider
because we could
all lining up
we
the
could keep
same
direct
and
south
getting hit?
safe so that extra people don't get hit. If right, would we want to have a safe spot from the claw, just in case? Because would the next person get owned? Well, it's a 2-second ball and they won't get.
Yeah, it's only a 2-second bone.
It's 2-second ball and it's
We
fine.
just have to not. Yeah. Okay.
So
We
you
would just
could
have
just all line up in the spot, and if two people are always going to get hit by everything except for the person who's getting clawed.
Really, all you could do here is just always split into this, regardless of which role it is, because it doesn't matter. Assuming everyone is equal, is equidistant anyway.
We just want to make sure, that it's not accidental.
Well, okay, I guess in that case, maybe the roll should just back up just in case, because if someone's like a step forward, then they'll just get the second hit.
Yeah, if someone dies.
Doesn't matter, right?
Double hits.
Oh.
Yeah, never mind. Then yeah, it will have to be the
We
rules.
could just
the
have,
rules are like that, and the other rules are farther out.
We could just have whoever's not baiting is max melee south, just so there's a consistent spot. So there's no
Yeah.
time to-
Yeah, that's true. Well, with this in mind, I'm not gonna move that. So, I didn't mean to get clear. Okay, well, anyway, let's pick the
order.
spots. Yeah.
Just do range, melee range.
To do
So it's like.
I think we're gonna anger if we step in one.
That's way too close. Okay. No, you are very correct. Yeah.
Disaster.
Okay, let's have the melees should be on 2 and 3, so that they can.
This will just be nice and clean because it's the same partners this way.
Tanks will be 2 and 3. Oh yeah, sure.
Wait, I haven't.
Wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, then
Not at all.
Oh,
It's fine.
It's
fine. It's fine.
Actually, can we switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That make me more used to it. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it'll be like this. Just know that it's gonna rotate, so if we're on the west-east, it's not gonna rotate, it's gonna be the same. It's just use the west as your new north, and then you can find your spot again. And if it's your roll's turn, then you are in the spot around the boss, and the other people are farther back so that they don't trigger it.
Yeah, imagine this is the hitbox rather than dead center of the arena, because the boss might not be dead center.
Yeah, tanks, do your best amidst all the launching to keep her the center. I think Anzer's right that she probably won't move during the actual cast, but if it's true that she can do it back to back and she reveals that, then you'll have to be ready for that, because she might move. She might launch a tank and then move and then try and cast it again. We'll see. Yeah.
The danger would be who gets hit first, who needs to take the tank buster after, because provoke, I know for a fact, is not up again in time if you provoke off of it. So like if I was gonna get hit for some reason and Korean had to invuln it, he wouldn't have provoke up if he provoked it.
Yeah. So ideally we don't have to do that.
We'll see how it works.
So for the slams and launches, just remember you are always standing on the west side, and if it rotates, so use the west as your unit north, and then you are either just standing on a safe square on the west if you're a slam, or you're pointing towards a safe square on the east while you're still on the west for these. And then also, if snails is happening, you should be on the outer edges, on one of the outer edges, which is a lot, I think. But yeah.
We'll practice it on Mauser 1.
Yeah.
Mouser.
That part.
Okay. I think we're good to try that.
Okay.
We still have to do Shadow Clone fully correctly. But yeah.
True. It's okay. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it this time.
Food check. That is her 6th clone. So she has 3 more.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
DPS. Dodge.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like parties. Just gonna dodge into like parties.
Your mincemeat.
West supports on corner. DPS. Dodge. Head to light parties. Raid wide, how many? Okay, monster.
Behold Grendel.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring!
Okay, it's normal. Just straight north of this.
Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Keep the crosses on the left side. On safe square. Dodge cross. On safe square, on safe square.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out.
See it. Yeah, on safe square. Dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Forward safe square, dodge cross.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
You got this.
No.
No,
No,
you
I
got that
don't.
shield. You get that shield still.
Biscuit.
It did 4 times my max health almost.
Yeah, I'll just go fly in here.
Yeah, just like that, yeah.
Wee. Ring out.
I was trying to do the alignment around the boss too. For the mouse adjusting.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do our 2-minute break.
Oh, break time? Okay. Makes sense.
My food.
And get a bio anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably exit out because we only have 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're back.
So back at 4 after 9. 5 after 9.
I'm glad that the second Mouser is very similar to the normal.
Yeah.
It's pretty close anyway.
I would really love if she could just always do splintering on the first and fourth, but I really feel like she's just gonna be able to do it at any point.
Yeah, just because the first one mixes up everything too, so...
Yeah, I feel like she's just gonna be able to do any order.
We can hope it's consistent. It is the first fight of the first tier, right?
Yeah, that's true.
How far in was our best pool?
Like 30%.
Oh, I'm thinking Devour is
When we got to
next.
second Mouser.
So I am concerned by the fact that if Devour is next, she still has 3 clones. So that would be. I would love if she didn't use them all during Devour. That would be very
Imagine
concerning.
Devour with side cleaves.
Yeah, I am very afraid if she's going to use them during that.
What do you mean? She'll just do that attack 3 times.
Yeah,
So there's 4 of
and
them
get-
total,
and get rid of it.
right?
Oh my
Just 4
God.
Devours at the same time?
Same time.
Yeah,
Surely we can dodge it.
there's a single pixel that is safe.
I'll find it. The safe
We don't think
pixel.
I'll be it.
Maybe. Although it will probably do that really heavy bleed though.
Oh. Is that what it does normal?
Well, like
no, she
slashing
has
moves.
the punishing bleed that she has on most of her shit that you have to dodge. Yeah, she'll
Oh,
probably
but-
that'll probably be on the Devour.
But like, it'll be through like what, 80% mitigation? Tank LB 3?
Oh yeah, if we have tank LB and it lasts long enough, that would definitely like work just fine.
Yeah, we could just Kachexia it. Not Kachexia, yeah, Kachexia 2 I think it was that everyone kept messing up.
Yeah, Kexia 2 is always just tank LB. Ignore it.
Yeah. I just realized that like as I get more and more pieces of the Bis set, I'm gonna lose more and more spell speed. It's going to mess me up at some point. Because right now I have a lot of spell speed.
How much spell speed do you want? Do you not want any?
Well, the Bis set says I don't want any, but if I meld spell speed on like one piece, then I could get to 2.48, which I'll probably want to do just to make my burst phase easier, because I don't want Rainbow Drip to be that tight to fit into my burst window. So I'll probably end up melding the spell speed in the Bis set, but it wants 0. But right now I have 1,000. Because my gear is not exactly real pre-Savage Fist. Because my week 1 buy was the jacket that has spell speed on it. Crit spell speed.
So, if she happens to do, I'm just looking at the squares. She can make it so that we can't guarantee that the cross is happening on the outer side, or at least we'd have to swap halves to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So, because if she does a slam and makes us use one of the squares on one half. If she were to do another slam, we would have to swap sides to keep the cross on the outer edges.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Then
So if she were to do 2 slams at the same time on top of the splintering nails, it would make us have to swap for that. Unless we can just get a. Is there maybe there's enough space to spread on one square?
I
I don't know.
The cones are kind of wide, so I assume
cones
it would
are-
be like basically spaced like clocks.
Yeah, the cones are so big. I don't think that's possible.
Well, which means you could do it as long as the boss moves slightly north or south. But
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, like if the boss would move there, then we could still just put all of the crosses on the west. But
I mean, yeah, it might
would
might
only
actually
be
be
one-
possible to do it on one square.
it is. It is
Yeah.
definitely possible.
We probably want to set up for that then, because we won't be able to guarantee that we will have 2 squares in the right configuration for the
Well, I think it's only possible if the boss moves a little bit. But
You think the boss would have to move for it?
Oh yeah, we can move. I think in
But-
between, before it starts casting, we can probably move it.
it's either that or one of the baits will just be on the other side of that cross in the center. Because that was the one you're talking about, right? On one of the central tiles.
If we have to have the explosion on the cross on the center, which then makes it so that we only have we could have one person walk over there, and that would, well, no.
If someone's on the other side of the cross and there's the next closest person, then it still works.
Yeah, that would be very specific.
We could have two spreads on one side of the cross and 2 spreads on the other, and it'll work. Easy.
Super niche strat time.
And everyone would have to move for that, because otherwise it would fuck it up.
More consistent. That's too much variation.
That would be so.
No, that's the YOLO adjust. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to plan to do that.
I don't know. I feel like it might be needed unless we want to worry about swapping to the sides.
It's really not that much movement though. Like, it actually isn't. Because it's just the 2 northern spreads stay on the north of that cross, and then the 2 southern ones go south of it, and then you're still like on clocks. You just have to spread wider to make sure the cones don't cleave you.
Oh, is this like first spot on the sides?
You can show me what you mean when we get in.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
what
I'll show you. I'll show you when we get in. I can do that
We
with the
can't
markers.
do the arc that we're doing unless we want to have the have one of the explosions swap sides. That's why we're thinking about the different way to do it.
It's okay. We just break the arc in half. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the thing that happens that makes it impossible to do one side with the arc?
So there's only one safe square in the corner on each half. So if we wanted to have the explosions stay on the west side and have both explosions for the nails be on the outer edges, that's not possible. There's only one corner safe square on each half.
Oh wait, there's a simpler solution. We can reposition the boss in between the platforms instead of in the intersection of all of the platforms, just between 2.
Yeah, I think that's what Panda's saying, is that we could move the boss and
Oh
fix
no, that's
it.
not what I'm saying. Well, I was saying if you wanted to keep the arc as is, we move the boss. If you don't, then we don't have to move the boss and it still works.
Okay, I see what this is saying. Yeah, we don't have to
Yeah,
keep her in the
don't
center.
worry.
We could just move her.
She does move a bit in that.
But isn't this only a problem for the very first one where she does the claws?
It's only a problem for Mouser too.
It's
well, for the first strike of Mouser 2, right? Because she does the claws and then
No,
she does
it's
the
for the second strike of Mouser 2 if she does 2 claws in a row.
Yeah.
Well, then we're like turbo doomed.
We don't know that she's
we'll just
set
hope
in
that
stone.
doesn't happen.
We don't know that she's set in stone. That she always does a spread
claws
cleave and
first,
then 2 stacks and then claws. She might do claws, stack, stack. She might be able to never do stack and just do 4 claws. We don't really know.
I see. I thought she just did one of each. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way,
no
those
to know
casts
what
are
she's
going to be
do.
over 2 seconds apart, so it's fine. It's fine.
The main thing is that even if she doesn't, that problem comes up also if she does 2 slams in a row, with 2 claws in a row. It'll break it in that scenario.
Well, yeah, that's fine. The solution's easy. Either the boss moves or we move.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that we don't have to keep them in the center. Just move.
I'll show you the spread spots. It'll be funny that I the other solve for that very specific case that might not even happen ever if it's a consistent order of claw, then stacks, then claw.
Maybe we should just get there again and see if she even can do the different orders.
Yes,
if she
that
does,
would be the first order of business.
We should probably just confirm
with the
that
arc
before we start
strat.
thinking about it. Yeah.
I just
Because if she does just lock it in, then it'll make it easier to set up. I don't trust her though. she also did take like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 pulls to show that she could do slams and launches in different orders. But or back to back, I mean. But yeah.
Is it always 2 launches, 2 slams?
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah, she can just do them in any order, but they had always said
Any
it's always
order,
2
but
and,
yes.
it's always 2 and 2.
Like that was the case.
I am actually ready. I was hitting a W. So.
Yeah,
I
maybe
believe
we
you
just
just
get there.
We just go there again with the arc strat, but
Yeah, let's just get.
I just wanted to show you the curse spread.
Yeah, you can
It's
show
funny.
us. You can show us when we get in. But we need to get Shadow Clone down first anyway.
I enjoy some curse strats, I'm just saying.
Well, it's not even that cursed. It's just relatively cursed.
The
That's what they
closer
always
it
say.
is, the better, because then you look at what PF is doing and you're like, oh, yeah, we're dumb.
Nah, it's fine. It's insanely smart movement. Don't worry.
I was instantly ready to leave you guys to die, though. I hope you know that. I Shikuchi'd out as soon as I saw a name that I didn't recognize.
Understandable.
I said, don't know what that is. I'm gonna leave now.
But yeah, we gotta get through the first. There's 2 shadow clones with too many things happening, and
Wait.
then
Hold on. We can't move her. She jumps to the center before she casts each of them.
yes, the curse spread is necessary. Let's go.
She's fucking. She's doing her fucking dumb instant transmission animation. Yeah, she's jumping before each one.
Perfect.
So she's gonna make herself
Curse
in the center.
spread. Curse spread strat.
No.
Yeah.
It's not even cursed. It's perfect. It's flawless. Flawless solve. If it works, it works. It's just slightly inconvenient.
Yep. Right before and she does it 4 times. So right before each splintering nails or stack, she jumps back to the center. So she will make sure it happens in the center.
I just hope it alternates.
I just hope it's something like that. But we still gotta get Shadow Clone. So, Joel, are you here? Ready check suggests no.
What are all these raids being called again? Is it M1S or AC?
I assume it's the M. It's just the M number. So
I'm gonna call them wrong
M1S.
every time, so don't ask me.
I doubt they're calling it AAC1.
AAC1S.
Act 1.
Easy
Act
fight
1.
name.
Act 3. Act 4.
Okay.
Arcadion Ascendant Championship.
I'm gonna go repair.
Oh, you make an excellent point.
Joel, where are you?
Oh yeah, and I have me repair your gear.
Joel, did
Wow,
you
look at
trip
that
and
guy.
fall?
Their lizard must be on fire. or
Tell us
something.
you're okay, Joel.
Their fish is drowning.
No.
Classic great excuse.
The refrigerator is running.
That fridge got legs.
I'm so excited for Devour.
Yeah, okay, so
I think there's still time. Probably.
I believe in her.
Like the last 15%. It's like, okay, one more thing though.
She's at 30%, and that was with us
Dying.
Falling over ourselves.
Yeah.
At the 5-minute mark, we need to be sub 50. I saw my friend told me they cleared at like during Enrage cast, and their clear is like 950 something, 955 I think. So I think Enrage is like hard 10 minutes. But I think we're fine because yesterday at the 5-minute mark we were at 48%.
Yeah, as long as I remember to actually paint everything before we start the opener, then I think we got it. I've done that a couple polls.
And we're
I
not
just
potting,
forgot.
and I'm assuming they were.
I have a single potion.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Wise. Okay. I think I'm just gonna say let's just get Shadow Clone down a lot more. But and if you want to show the curse thing,
here.
We'll just keep in mind she can't be moved at all.
Yep. So boss is here, right? Here's the cross. Cross would be like there. And then we have spread.
I mean, that would just be like a ranged adjust, right?
Yeah, like B and C, no melee. If melees end up there,
So I vote for the curse dramatic because I don't have to change much. Sounds good to me.
So that would just be
And that's in the case of slam on shattering nail, whatever it's called.
Yes. So it's an edge case strat that we probably don't need, but
Gotcha.
Yeah, because if she doesn't do, well, she would have to she would have to not do a slam that and then into another slam on the nail cast. Basically, if both nails have slams on them, then this will happen. This problem will happen. I believe is what it is what the case is.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
Oh, okay.
I think the cones will get really big.
Yeah, they might be really big though.
Wait.
I think for now we can just maintain the setup though, but
wouldn't only 2 people be able to be really close, and then everyone else would have to be like 2 tiles away for that bait? Is it proximity, or was it?
It should be proximity. Yes.
You could just have everybody else in the same square as the melee, just far to the side. Or if
well, because like the other range will
would...
either be more south of these spread spots.
Well, okay. Isn't there?
Well, I guess I don't know. At north, right? To not bait it accidentally.
Because if the person.
Yeah,
there's a reason this is cursed, okay?
It's okay. It's way more cursed than I thought.
I feel like it's also risky because the person would think would have to make sure they're standing like here.
Yes, that is true.
To be 100%, that they won't like.
Yes. That is how it would have to work. You'd have. That is why it's cursed strat. Okay.
I think for now.
We'll just hope that case won't come up. Don't worry about it.
Let's just get there again and see if
we just have to get there consistently.
See if she even has set up. Yeah, let's get Shadow Clone down. We'll maintain the previous setup for that when we get to it. Food check.
Food. I like cursed selves with tight spacing. Don't mind
yeah,
me.
makes sense.
Thank you.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
Sports on
Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
DPS. Dodge.
By the way, we have gotten Night Party like the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember that
we
partners
can't
exist.
avoid partners. Partners exist.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Play parties. Dodging is for play parties for this.
Your mincemeat.
West, supports on corner. DPS. Dodge into light parties. Grade wide.
Here it comes. Black Cat's live and lethal maneuver. My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Okay, Ethan Crostal in the west. Towards safe square, dodge cross.
Wrong one. I realized.
On safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross, yeah. Just have to figure. On, towards safe square, dodge cross. Big Buster, and ready for compact corners. Northeast, southwest. Spread. Okay, ready for her to jump west or east and do cut.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Going west, hitting out inside first. She jumped left for that.
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Ready to go to north or south. Support's gonna be first on corner.
Your mincemeat.
South, support's on corners. DPS.
be same side, right?
Yeah, same sides.
Yeah.
So always two. North is Cleves, side Cleves. North Clone.
Jumping to 2, hitting inside. Be out ready to be on the north, south of her. Second cut. Okay, ready for it to head to 3. We don't know who will be first. TPS on corner, TPS, TPS. Supports. Open dodge. Right wide. Oh, oh, oh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The raid whites hit really hard.
Alright, just be ready. Gotta be faster on being ready to go to your spots for that crossing.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
TPS. Dodge.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Life parties. Gonna dodge to life parties for this.
Your mincemeat.
West, forts on corners. DPS. Dodge, go to life parties. Great one coming. Yes, sir.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring!
Okay,
Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
use the west as your new north. Keep the crosses on the west. On safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. North safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Oh,
Tank buster, then ready for knockback corners. Northwest, southeast. Sorry, northeast, southwest. Rotated.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, just gonna jump west or east and do a cut.
I got the res.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Jumping west, hitting outside first. Jump to the left.
Beautifully dodged.
Ready for to go north or south. Supports will be on corners first.
Your meat.
South, supports on corners. Yes. Dodge. She jumped right for that.
They're the same sides.
Yeah. 8, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. It's the cut, yeah. So cut on 3. It was definitely not that.
Yeah, I was standing there, but I
Vicious
thought I did it
throw!
wrong.
That'll leave a mark.
That was bad.
left.
Yeah, I think I looked.
Oh, okay.
I looked at the wrong
Yeah.
tether. I looked at the wrong tether.
What is the jump direction? I
Yeah, that's
can't
my
track
bad.
it.
Usually I remember which direction, which mechanic went. I just forget which.
I forgot which one she tethered to.
Yeah, ninja
I-
or whatever shadow. Which ones?
I can remember and call that one out. 'Cause I'm not. That's the only thing I'll listen to. Other things.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Fine, it happens. No one's perfect, you know.
To be the warrior of light, we have to be.
Yeah, we only have one shot of the shadow. Shot
I
at
hope
this.
you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
I mean, we don't know that yet.
And they hold their own against our feline ferocity.
Yeah.
Sin was done. Yeah. The third plus juicing makes me think that the last boss is also gonna juice.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
I'm so excited to have this song from the second fight stuck in my head for 20 million years.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like parties. She doesn't believe in partners. Dodge into light parties for this.
Your meat.
East supports on corners. GPS. lot better.
It's a lot easier. A lot less movement.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver.
Okay, it'll be normal.
Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
The cross is on the west side. Slam on safe square. I don't like call them. On safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. Tank buster and then knockback corners. Northwest, southeast. Spread.
Oh, Ion. That was strong faster in my head.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
I just didn't aim far enough.
Ready for her to jump western east and do cut.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
West hitting outside first.
A vicious blow. That'll leave a mark.
Your mincemeat.
North supports on corners. DPS. And dodge. Jumps left or fast. Be either 2 or 4.
North we go 2 side, and it's cleaves. More fun.
On 2, this is gonna hit the, can speak outside first. Going to 2, hitting outside, going to 2, hitting outside.
Oh, hitting outside?
Hitting outside, hitting outside, hitting outside!
Everyone's standing there.
Everyone was healing there. Heading to 4, just heading to 4, heading to 4. It's mixed, because some DPS are...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Weird.
man. My bad.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, we have LB3.
Go, go, go.
That was raid wide.
Raid wide, raid wide. Okay, ready for Mouser. Yeah.
Andrew, do you have involve?
I do not.
Well, we might have to pass this one.
Okay. North, so everything's dishes true north. Keep the crosses on the left.
Slam.
On on safe square, dodge cross, and it is the split. It is the split.
Oh.
We have too many people.
And they're done! Is it
Yeah,
over already?
on safe square, dodge cross, yeah.
Wait, just let me take his over.
Oh my!
So
The
it's-
challenger went down hard.
Yeah. Okay.
So far, it was the same.
How did you know which rolls were gonna get hit, Joel?
It's just the opposite of the first one, I think.
Yeah, so the
That's the left
DPS.
side.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so that's good. So we'll know ahead of time. Okay.
It's mostly a guess, but it's kind of like a core guess because it's been swapping every other mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, we
So
can
if you see your fellow
presume that's
DPS
true.
or healer getting hit, just make sure max melee for the rest of, or for at least the first cone bait.
Yeah. So in that case, it looks like we'll probably know, hopefully know ahead of time. So the arc will be, well, I guess the arc is still just around the center, which we're used to. It just have to be ready to do it. The main thing is that we'll have to see if we can maintain the cross on the outside, which we'll see when we see it more, if she has a combo that gets rid of that possibility. For that one, she did just do the same thing, though. She did splintering nail and then stack. So maybe it's set. Or maybe she's playing the long game.
I mean, she has been doing part.
Yeah, like partners, yeah.
Yeah.
Our challenger's
Yeah.
first opponent, Black
Yeah.
Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yeah. Dodge.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Fight party. Dodging into light parties for
Your mincemeat.
this. West, supports and corners. DPS. And dodge into light parties. Sir.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver.
Oh, shit.
My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Okay, it's on the north, so keep the same. Have cross on the west.
They're still in it! But for how long?
On safe square. On safe square. Dodge cross. Towards save square, dodge cross.
Wrong response word.
No, it's fine. On save square, dodge cross.
Oh, I see. I'm so saying towards the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
now.
that way the slant doesn't have to swap.
Yeah,
Towards save square, dodge cross.
I got you now.
Tank buster, and then knockback corners. Northeast, southwest. Spread. Just gonna jump west or east, and then do cut.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Quick east, hitting inside first.
Beautifully dodged.
To jump to right for that.
Your meat.
South, forwards on corners, forwards on corners. DPS. Dodge.
Same side, I believe.
Yep,
So
yeah, it'll be
right,
two or
east.
three. It'll be 2 or 3, yeah.
Cleaves are south.
Where did you cut?
Inside.
Inside, yeah, okay. Heading 2, it's Cleaves. We don't know who's first. Forwards on corners, forwards on corners. DPS. Now dodge. The second hit will hit everybody. Next is heading to 3, and it's gonna hit the inside first. Okay, like parties. Swap sides.
A vicious blow.
Next is
That'll leave
reflight.
a mark.
Yep, I got it. Okay. Okay, ready for Wheelster.
DPS for high growth.
Yes. So it might be support zone next year. Okay, use the west as your new north. Keep the crosses on the west. Forward save square, dodge cross. Need to stack this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep, they're
Okay.
changing it.
What?
Okay.
Oh, right. We're gonna have this outside.
Forward save square, dodge cross. Forward save square, dodge cross. Another stack. Another stack. On save
On
square,
save.
dodge cross. And
Flipper.
spread out. Okay. On save
On
square,
save.
dodge cross.
Flipper again,
This is
probably.
also going to be, yeah, also going to be spread. Less space for this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Healer,
Is it over already?
Buster.
I can't survive this.
Healer will be, healer will be.
Such potent magic!
Oh no!
Will they be enough to turn the
Okay,
tide?
Just enough time.
Maybe not for the healer.
Spread.
No.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Okay, yeah,
Gonna do
I
it.
sharpened these
Yeah, there.
just for you.
I'm gonna stay in front of you. I'm gonna stay in
Just
front
trying.
of you.
Oh yeah,
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Yeah, tanks and then
Oh, tanks always carry it and then they rotate around.
I think a different person has to soak it with them.
I think it's tank.
It's the fact that it does damage to you twice, and someone must need to be with you.
Yeah.
Because Pandora lived behind that cleave, right?
To me,
Yeah.
echo
I
of my
did.
soul.
Oh, also, I think I get it. I think it's because we were always getting 2 slam downs back to back. So I think slam downs is always going to be the clippers.
Ooh, it's
And the knockup
okay.
is always going to be laser.
Her clone is doing it while she's.
Yeah, what is she
Maybe is she
doing?
gonna
What is
cast?
she
She's gonna
doing?
do-
What is
in the
she?
middle.
She's
One,
cutting.
two, paw.
She's cutting.
Oh,
She's cutting during it.
Oh, that's gross.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's better than it could have been. That's still good.
doesn't have a teleport movement. Good luck.
Okay.
Honestly, it is tank BL. LBable if we have it up.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so that so for one thing, I think that pull very much showed she can do any order. She could do stack at any point. But I think what did you say? She thinks she always does slams with the cleaves.
Yeah, I think so because we were getting slams back to back. I can't remember a pool where we got slam and then knock up, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we have such a small sample size, so I mean, it could just be debate.
Yeah, not sure.
If that's the case, how do we want to bait the inner? Yeah.
If that's the case, the knockdowns can always just be on the outside, and we just only have to swap side.
Oh. So
And we
instead of
won't
doing
have-
all west, we.
The slams just have to be on the outside, and yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the safest. Even though we just got used to all west. No.
Okay, well then that does make it so basically just if you're towards a square, do your knock your cross on the inner areas. If you're a
Because that
slam,
way-
if you're a
yeah.
slam, head to the outside. That will mean we'll have to swap sides, depending on what it is, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the same.
Do we want to
Uh,
do all west as much as possible up until that point, or is it kind of just?
Probably.
It'd be easier just to swap every time. Would that work?
Well, assuming it's really just she's really just always gonna do a slam on it, then it'll be easy to just guarantee that we just save both of the slam squares, for that, and then I think it might not really matter to try and focus on west. If anything, make it more confusing when we need to do the side swap. I don't know though. It might. I feel like it might be unnecessarily confusing if we worry about keeping west if we're gonna have to swap sides anyway for the slams. We could just say prioritize if you're getting knocked towards a square, just make sure you're getting knocked towards an inner safe square, and if you're getting slammed, make sure you're standing on an outer square. And as always, make sure you pick that very quickly and stick to it. Especially because during the second one, people are going to be already trying to space out for the arc. So it'll be bad if you mess it up, or if you go too slow.
So if you if say we do get to that and you see your like, hey, your DPS, one of your fellow DPS gets slammed, you could probably just be ready to run to the opposite side of the arena from where they took the original slam. Just be ready to do that.
Yeah, just know that the next time, yeah, the next slam, be aware that you're gonna have to head over there. It does look like, and it would make sense if the knockup was always when the stack happens, because that's what happens in normal, is that she always knocks up during the stack. It would make sense if it's always guaranteed that that's.
Yeah, I think those
happen.
mechanics are probably paired.
Yeah.
It's just
and
the
that,
slams and uppercuts can be in any order.
Okay, so presuming that, all we need to do is be sure of what your arc is on both sides. It should be the same. It's just you're just rotating it a bit, or not rotating a bit. You're just mirroring it. So it would be this. So yeah, just go to the ones. Go to your ones on the right first. This is where you'd be if you're on the right, and go to the part you'd be if you mirrored it, and yeah. And this will be around the boss, who we now know will always be in the center. And this, assuming that they are paired, this should always be safe and able to do it. You'll just need to make sure you know which side we're heading to. I will just call the side based off of. We'll still do the use west as your new north for that to make it easy. So I'll just call west half or east half on where the arc needs to go. I will need to make sure the slam person makes sure you are picking very quickly so that I can call it as soon as possible, so you don't hesitate on what side you pick. So yeah, slam. Use the outer edge squares. If you're getting knocked up, get knocked into one of the inner safe squares.
We could have the slam try and prioritize west first, just so that's consistent.
That is also something we could do.
Yeah, we can do that actually. Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't happen, we can just adjust. Of course,
Like,
but
yeah. I think
if you want,
super easy.
Slams do your best to just always use the west outer square first, and then the east, and then the other side will go to the
There's
east.
probably plenty of time to adjust. Just make sure if you are the other one, just be like, hey.
Yeah, and remember, if you are not the role that is doing this arc, just be farther back. You can be in the same spot and farther back.
Everyone baiting be inside hitbox, everyone else be outside.
Yeah. Yep.
Be comfy.
And that'll be it. I think that'll
Raining
be.
cats and dogs. We want to talk about that?
Oh yeah.
how long is that vault? The slashing vault?
The slashing was like 16 seconds. But was it the person behind that got slashing, or was it the main tank?
You might need to look at the vault.
Yeah.
Also, I'd just like to point out that Devour had ended at 9:30, so I think it's like the last mech.
Yeah, no, she was really low, and we had died a lot, so she's totally, that's totally almost the last, if not the last thing. She has 2 clones left, so she might just repeat a mechanic.
It might just be the side cleaves, like the very beginning.
She might just use her last 2 clones, repeat the side cleaves or something, since she only has 2 clones left. So I think that's almost the end of the fight.
If she has 9 lives, then shouldn't she only have 8 clones?
Yes.
That is a good point. I guess we'll figure out what that means after later on. Maybe she has 1 more mechanic, but she only uses 1. Because the only ones where she only uses 1 are Mouser. Unless he just does another Mouser, which I guess we'll see. Aside from that,
Read why. No, sorry. I was just imagining, what if the enrage is a Mouser that just hits every square twice? Thoughts?
So either she only has 2 or one left, and the initial cut into the repeat uses 3 clones, because she uses the 3rd one to repeat the light parties or stat. So she would only have 2 or 1 left, which means she could either do. Let's not worry about that.
Yeah. Let's just get there.
This is not even.
Let's just go.
Let's see what she does.
Pull.
See what she does.
Yeah, they're accepting fun though.
Yeah.
For cats and dogs, should we do clock spots and then tanks try to grab the others as they?
Yeah, I think that's best. Just stay at your clock spots, and tanks will take them and return to their spots, and then. Well.
I was thinking everyone sits south.
I hope you're ready to be.
Yeah, wait, I don't know. Yeah, everyone can just stay south.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
Sports on corner.
Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
Yeah.
Only for one week. I am thinking about getting.
Also, check.
I need blood sacrifice to get the clear.
For raining cats, what would be our order? Do we want like melee range heal? Or like who's going with things?
From my life 9, my
melee range
soul
heal
I
makes sense,
split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Weapon, right?
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Like, fire these. Partners was just a fucking little hallucination.
Yeah, that's not real.
Ready to dodge into life parties.
Your meat.
West, supports on corner. DPS. Dodge into life parties.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Okay. Shoot. It's normal. Slam should start on the west. Towards safe square. Use the center. Dodge cross. On safe square. Use the outer edges with the slam. Oh boy. Towards safe square. Dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross, yeah.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
I greedy to hit, and I didn't turn him up. Crap.
And just up, and just up.
Oh, no, I didn't get it.
It's northeast, southwest. I don't know how you're gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna really be possible.
Everyone, good luck.
Okay, ready for her to jump west or east and do cut.
In 1 second.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Jumping west, hitting inside first.
Beautifully dodged.
Jump left. Yeah.
Your meat.
Heading south, sports on corner. DPS. Might be kinda close, but dodge.
Same side where all
Jump
these
right,
ones.
yeah, it's 2 or 3.
North is inside cleaves.
Yeah, it's two inside for cleaves if she does it. Okay, she's going 3 for the crossing first. You don't know who's first yet. DPS on corner, DPS. No supports.
Oh, I was
Dodge. Second hit, couldn't happen. Next is gonna head to 2 and hit inside first. Ready to be like party splits. Hitting inside first on 2. Yeah. Okay, swap sides. Raid wide coming up. Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay. Mouser. Okay, use the west as your new north. Slams, make sure you keep them on the outside squares. If you're getting knocked up, get knocked into one of the inner squares. On safe square. Be on the east side. Spread out.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Towards safe square, and it's a stack.
Stack.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
back on their feet. What
Towards safe square, and it's a stack again.
It's not a stack.
Oh, she doesn't. They're not connected. They can be anything.
No.
Just stay alive. Save the healer. Save the healer.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, you just got some auto. No.
Oh. Quick.
You're very dead. You're very dead. Somebody else is dead too. Oh, pick a tank though.
Yeah, I got it.
Northwest, southeast. Red. Everybody else head south. Everybody head south. Everybody head south. Ready to let the tanks take your tether.
Melee's first.
Melee's first. You can go to the same size as like
just for you.
Yeah. And be behind the tank. Be behind the tank. Take these And now range do it. Now range do it.
I'm gonna tank you. I'm gonna have to grab.
It has to be. Yeah, that Vuln is way too long. The tank. It's gonna have to be.
Gonna have to be other people.
It's gonna have to be other people.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's the harder way to do it.
Yeah, that is correct though. The other people. So you need to be with you though. It reduced the damage by a lot.
So tank behind, and then.
I think tank takes it first, and then. No wait, because we get the debuff.
What if it's we split into light parties and then rotate who actually takes the first hit? Would that reduce the damage more? Or is it only 2?
You get a Vuln when you get hit by it.
I mean, whoever has the first other hit, it is bad.
I mean, it's just like we did it there, except instead of the tanks being up front holding the tether, after the tanks grab the tether, they step back and people step in front of them.
So first tether grab is tank.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know if we take the first hit, but we grab it to position it east and west, and then the rest of the light party just swaps in and out. And then we can take the last hit without a Vuln.
What do you mean by that? Because
you get a Vuln if you're in front, right?
You get a Vuln regardless of.
I think there's two different Vulns, right?
There's a magic Vuln and a slashing Vuln. I don't know which hits were doing what.
Wait, they're two different phones. Okay.
Yeah, the inside gets a slashing. The people on the back get magic.
Oh, okay. So then it's
switch.
Then it's just
swap back and forth.
It's an alternating. Yeah. So.
But the slashing Vuln lasts a long time. The magic one is not quite as long, I think. That's what my memory is telling me. But
the magic Vuln is very short. Let me see it. It's like 1 second. Yeah, it's very short.
so that's I was wondering if we soak it with full light parties and then just switch who takes the first hit, if that would reduce the damage more. But
wait. Hold up.
So it'd be like tanks in front first, but all 3 people are behind him.
Yes.
Melee walks in front of him, grabs tether, tank chills behind at that point.
It's not. The cleaves aren't doing multiple hits. There's a party explosion hitting the group. There's a wind explosion happening at the same time as the cleaves.
Okay. That changes.
Oh, that's where the magic Vuln is from?
That's why there's 2 different hits. The cleave is its own thing, which you might not have somebody stand behind for actually, but there's also an explosion AOE happening.
Was someone marked?
Yeah. Okay.
No,
That's why Bagel died. He got I think it's 2 light parties. Because he got the wind explosion at the same time as the cleave, so that's why he died, because he got hit by both of them. And then the group that's still standing south gets the other wind explosion, and that's why you guys all get a Vuln suddenly at the same time. So it seems like there's 2 cleaves and then 2 light party explosions, and then it just keeps doing that.
What?
So it's 2 tether cleaves, then light party, then 2 light party explosions, and then 2 tether cleaves with 2 light party explosions, and then I think it's three times total. Maybe. Might be 4 times. So Andrith and Bagel just took 74,000 from the actual cleave, which I believe is the physical damage. And it then meant that they couldn't take the cleave anymore, which I think just means that we have 2 light parties, and then we alternate a person that leaves the light party to take the tether hit instead. While having a light party of three people each.
So it'd be like
we could just have 2 light parties on we would have to start south so that the tethers can split properly though.
Oh, you know what? It might be range baited. It might be furthest people
you go out.
Yeah, it might be furthest. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. Because I can't
How
tell.
much damage does the wind hit do?
Not nearly as much.
The wind is doing 47,000. It's just that it's you can't take it at the same time as the
By chance, are you streaming?
I'm not streaming. I can stream now.
I am.
Okay.
Well, I'm on Twitch. I'm not in Discord.
Yeah. Use that stream.
I'll just want to go back to it after, since we don't have that much time. I'd rather pull.
Yeah, we're getting up ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah. We still gotta get down the stuff before, so yeah.
We've almost got it.
But we know what's happening in Raining Cats now. It's 2 cleaves and then a 3-person, 2 3-person stacks that need to happen. Yeah, which isn't bad. It's not that bad. The only thing that we're not sure about is how you actually bait the wind to happen.
I'll stand all the way out and see if I get it.
The fact that it hit Bagel and he was close to the boss, I don't think it's.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
It hit Bagel and then
Our
it hit
challenger's
somebody
first opponent, Black Cat.
in the light party, in the party south.
Can they hold their own against our feline
Support corner.
ferocity?
DPS. We'll know for sure.
Pretty sure
Bagel died because he was the source of the win. So he couldn't dodge
Okay,
it.
so it might not be right.
Yeah.
Good also.
From my life
It also didn't
nine,
hit both
my
tanks at the end of
soul
so
I
I'm
split.
not sure what it's doing.
Look
We'll
alive,
see
folks,
later.
because
Left
this
and
cat
right.
has knives.
Gotta do all this stuff.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Partners.
Partner corners, partner corners. Someone's gonna dodge to our partner cardinals for this.
Your meat.
East supports on corners. DPS. Dodge into your partner cardinals. Great one coming.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver.
Fade to the north, keep it the same.
Please bear with us while we repair the
I
rig.
guess. I'm not practicing this because it's not like that, but whatever. Towards safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross. Forward safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross. Okay. Tank buster, then knock back corners. Northwest, southeast. Okay, spread.
Oh dear, the challenger's full enough.
I should push it too early, so she'll talk to you back after.
From my life nine, my soul I split.
East hitting the outside. She jumped to the right.
Beautifully dodged.
North or south. Supports on
Your
first. North supports on corners. DPS. Dodge. Jump to the right. Crossing will be on 3, cut will be on 1. Crossing on 3, we don't have this first. DPS on corners, DPS on corners. Supports. Oh. gonna be on 1. I'm just gonna cut the outside first. Northmost and southmost square. Just hitting the outside, hitting the outside.
Get inside, get inside.
Get inside, get inside, get inside. Yeah. Switch. Okay. Raid wedge coming. Safe square.
On safe square.
Dodge the cross and it's
Spread.
Spread. On safe square.
On safe. Spread.
Cross again.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Sword safe square. It should be a stack. I don't think she'll do more than 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to shield everybody so you could live.
Sword safe square.
Yeah.
No me stack. I'll just take this alone.
Okay.
So what?
Well, okay.
Just kidding. Half arena split right now.
Yeah. I think we're very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll go the cooking much. Just us two. You're good. Cool. No.
Because it's only 2, we can't actually tell
I sharpened
what's
these
fading the
just for
AoE.
you.
Yeah.
No markers or anything either.
No way to tell. So because it can be anything, there's gonna be scenarios where we're forced to handle it like on sort of 1 square, right? So at least I think so. Is this possible? Like, are the cleaves thin enough for that?
Yes. I survived.
They are
might be.
thin, but I hate that.
They look like they're thin enough for that. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll just set up to always do this.
People who are not baiting should stand A most or D most.
They could just stand behind,
We
here.
could use the ring of the boss. As
Oh wait, no,
like,
they don't get doubled up. So yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, they have to be like this to make sure
We
that
could-
they don't
You
get
could do
doubled up.
whoever's
Yeah.
baiting is just literally on the ring, and then everyone else is slightly off the ring.
Yeah, but like
That
since
way
they
it's,
get
like, break-
thicker, you know, you can't be B and C because you'd overlap.
You
have
might
to
get
be-
overlapped. Yeah, I think I see what you're saying.
Behind A and D, yeah.
Just if you're not baiting, you'll be here.
Yep.
So let's just. It should be the same spots.
I mean, we could just always do it that way.
No, we should totally just always do it like that. This is totally, what is it called? Memoriam Miseria? This is literally that. Just really, a really thin cleave. We're lined up like this.
Oh boy.
Which is gonna be fun.
And then if you're not baiting, you're like off like out here.
Yeah, and then if you're not baiting, you're on the edge like this. On south of 4 or west of 1 like this, and then it just mirrors itself if we're on the other side.
How do we want to decide where we bait those nails?
So in that case, we can now maintain the always keep the crosses on the west, so that this will always work.
True.
So which basically means I shouldn't have put it here because this will never happen. Because we're only using one square now, that'll be an option. So we'll.
Wait, are these X's good for that? There's these X's on the floor?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, you mean like this, and then a
Because
four
there's
square
like
I mean, there's
there.
four
an X
squares.
here,
You could
an
literally
X
just.
here.
I don't know if
X
you
Everybody
here,
could
X
just
here.
stand in a square.
I mean, good luck seeing that in combat.
Oh, if everyone's
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be really hard.
Wait, you mean?
Yeah, these X's on the floor right here. Because there's an X, X,
Oh,
X,
I see these
X.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, you mean stand on the X's like
Yeah.
this?
I think that's too far out. You'd overlap some of them.
You
I
think
don't
so?
think these two I could.
That
I mean,
might
if you
be
want-
in the boss's melee circle.
If you want equal space, you would just use these 4 squares that are diagonal.
Oh, like here.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah,
Oh,
you
right
use
here.
these 4 squares
Yeah,
right here.
that's
That's
and
really close.
with the people on the outside, make sure you're like right here as
Yeah,
much
you
as
just
you can
along
without
the
being on the
line.
actual. Yeah, you're almost basically on the line. Make sure you're not actually on the line because you might get caught by the
Got it.
cross if the cross is happening right here because it could be hitting this square right here. But yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if this would like work because then
No, 'cause
people would have more space. But would we
two
double
people would
over?
overlap.
The melees will be
Yeah.
the two
Overlap.
inner spots.
The
Okay.
cleaves are the cleaves are definitely thinner than the AOE actually like shows.
Yeah.
So set up like this because we're gonna make sure the west is always crossing. It'll always be like this.
Okay.
It'll always be like this. So you'll never have to mirror it unless we mess up.
Okay.
So with that in mind, make sure you just maintain the rule now of if you have one of the marks, you are making sure your cross is on the west, which basically just means that you will always start on the west, and if it's a slam, you'll just pick a square there. If it's a knockback, you'll get yourself knocked onto a square that's on the east while standing on the west.
One adjustment if there's a slam down right beside us.
Well, if there's a slam like right there, then we just rotate it, and then we're like right here. You just go, "Ooh."
We just have to rotate around a broken square on the west. So if these are the 2 middle squares, whichever square we pick has to be opposite the broken square on this side.
What?
What?
What did you just say?
So
I didn't get that.
Sorry,
If
if these 4 squares are the middle 4 squares, I don't want to get up by the boss, right?
Yeah.
So if these were the middle 4 squares, if this square was cracked, we would want to arrange ourselves along this, because you'll never put a slam here, because you'd fall through. So we would just do either this middle square or this middle square based on which of these is broken or which of these is whole. You always have to leave the whole square free.
We could just do I don't want to add even more layers. You know what? I'm not gonna add more layers. This is fine.
I mean, we're still brainstorming. You're welcome.
Because if we're staying to avoid a situation where we line up on the crack square and someone like gets knocked up from that square, we could just say always get launched or smacked on a safe spot. So it's like that way we always know that adjacent to the crack is safe.
The thing is, the people at the launches can always use the outer corners, which then makes it easier for us to do our spread for that. Because you either get launched straight across, west to east, or you can stand here and get launched into the inner square.
Yeah.
Either way,
Well,
if
okay,
you're
I
getting launched,
see.
you can use an outer tile.
I just see what Andrews means by that. We could just always look at like this square, and just see if it's
cracked.
See if it's cracked or not, and that'll tell us which side we're on. That will mean that we'll.
Which side, north to south?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. North to south we're on. Because then we have to rotate if we. Okay. So.
I want to
Yeah. So if. Let me see what the configuration even is possible for it. Is it always like either or for the cracks? This is always just each row has one crack and one safe.
Yeah, it's always alternating.
Yeah. Okay. So then in that case, it would be like if the letters were the safe spots, the safe squares, it'll always be like that, or the reverse. At the start. Okay. So in this scenario, it's possible for the slams to both be put on the west side and us to just handle it like we just set it up. So this is like the non-cursed one, because then in this case both slams can end up on the west without us having to move our spots at all. We still use this southeast center square.
Oh, that's true.
If it's the other one where these are the safe squares, then that is not true. Where the slam, because in that case, trying to keep the slams on the west would make one slam happen here, so this would not be safe anymore.
Right.
So we would have to go north. Which I mean, yeah, that's fine. It's just a little bit of an adjust to know that that's what we're gonna have to do when a slam goes here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, we just have to be ready to adjust it to the north instead. Which would be, I assume the same like ordering logic.
Rotated?
Yeah.
Rotate or mirror?
That's a great question, Indris.
I think rotated.
Yeah, rotated would be easier.
Because I'm gonna turn my camera to look at the boss. I'm gonna keep my orientation the same.
Okay, so in that case, if it was rotated,
That's the boss.
someone who can rotate things in their head, put it down, because I can't visualize that. What does that look? What does that look rotated on the north?
I'm in this square. I would just be on this square.
Oh, okay. So sorry, I just took your one. So it would be like one would be here, and then 2, 3, like that.
No, the other direction.
The other way.
So one would start on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't remember what order they were on this
The one would always be touching
Yep,
the middle
like that.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So it'll always
that.
be like this. If we have to adjust, we will use that square. So in the cursed one, you'll have to check the slam, and then if we have to adjust, we can just call when we need to adjust and when we were just doing the normal one. And then if it's normal, then it'll be like this, right? That's what we're saying. So 3 will be like this, and 4 like this, right?
Well, then we're mirroring it.
Yeah.
Alright, this is why I asked someone who can rotate things in their head to do it. I'm mirroring it in my head.
Alright, hold up. So it'd be... And then just turn everything like clockwise.
Yeah,
So it
okay,
would be-
okay. Like that, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Counterclockwise.
And it'll be that setup.
I'm right here.
And we'll only use that northeast middle square when it's the cursed one.
Yeah, when it's cursed.
And we can tell if it's cursed if
We
this
should just
square,
always, yeah.
If this square is safe, we can tell it's cursed. We know it's cursed.
We should just always be across from a cracked square.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a plan. We can do one more pull.
Yeah.
We just spent all our time talking about it. Yeah.
This is the clear pull.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, we're good.
I'm not fooding for I'll believe it.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Food's expensive, man.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat.
You need...
Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
DPS.
Oh.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Look alive, folks, because this cat has 9.
Go forth, shadow of my heart. Try this.
Partners.
Partner. These are our partner cardinals for this.
Your meat.
Looking right. It's on corners. DPS. Dodge into partner cardinals.
Here it comes. Black Cat's live and lethal maneuver. My ring!
Okay.
Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Keep your crosses on the left, on the west for practice. Towards safe square, dodge the cross. Make sure you, turn away from that. Yeah. Towards safe square, dodge cross.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, me too.
Oh, I thought we were doing the
On
one
safe
thing.
On safe square, dodge cross. On safe square, dodge cross.
They're back on their feet. What a group.
Don't forget about.
Pink cluster.
Maybe don't get up yet.
Northeast, southwest.
They're still in it, but for
Red.
how long?
Still something off, I think.
Okay, ready for a jump west or east and then cut.
From my life 9, my soul I split.
Going west, hitting inside first. Jumps left for that.
Beautifully dodged.
Wait for your jump north or south.
Your meat.
South, supports on corner. DPS. Dodge.
Same side, you can just pull between 1 and 4.
Jump straight. Yep. 1 will be crossing. 4 will be
Side slash.
Yeah. 4 will be outside. Going to 4, hitting outside first. Inside first. Bad. Sorry. I'm so sorry. My brain is deteriorating. Switch sides.
A vicious blow. Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Ready for a head to 1. Don't know who's first yet.
It might be a little weird.
On one. DPS corner. Support. Dodge. Second hit.
Prog is prog.
And raid wide. And Mouser coming up. So it was non-cursed. I trust her. She gave us non-cursed. Oh my god. Wait, no, she didn't. It's the reverse. It's this cursed.
It is cursed.
I forgot. Yeah, obviously the one that gets rebuilt is the one that's gonna be the safe one. Yeah, it's cursed. Okay.
I don't have MP right now.
TP's on the left side.
Okay.
Sword safe square.
Stack.
Sword safe square.
Fort. Stack.
Snack.
Means these next two will be explosions. First slam, head north. Dodge cross.
DPS out. DPS out.
Okay. Slam. Same spot. Up here. Dodge cross. Oh. Yeah.
The challenger went down hard.
I'll be.
Someone else is gonna get slapped.
Oh, dancer.
The Elandrith! Oh god! Northwest southeast. That's right. Okay, head south. The tanks will take the feathers.
Have one person really far out to test.
I sharpened these just for you.
There's someone over here.
It's closest.
And they're down. Is it over already?
There's one close, one far.
Is it near far?
It's near far, maybe?
Oh.
A little bit. I got one there.
Yeah,
Now
it looks like it's near far.
I think it's near far, yeah.
Okay. Near far baits.
Near far baits while having to have two people that taking a cleave, and you have to swap a person in each time. That's fine, yeah. That's just no. I mean, okay, no, it is though.
Wait,
Yeah.
how
It's
does
just like you just have set spots to always make sure the near fars
Would
are
that
certain
be-
certain areas.
That would
Then you
be
just have
like
to-
light stacks, right? One
Yeah,
in,
it'll be
one out?
3-person stacks for each of them.
Yeah, it is like.
And
we could
then just have one person from the light party that leaves and takes the tether back to. I guess the weirdest part is making sure you can pick up a tether because it can
That's
target
the far
anybody.
stack, right? How
Well,
does the
I guess.
far group reach the tether.
Yeah.
When it's their turn.
When it's their time, I guess. I mean, they just walk forward.
It's solving. Yeah, I guess so.
We could just have. We could just have.
We
We
have
could
range
just have.
north and melee south, each with a healer, and melee's closer, and the ranger just slightly further out, and then we could just rotate clockwise for a
Well,
tether.
the
don't have to
issue
be
with
that
this.
far out.
We could do. There's some. My brain.
There's some problems with
Yeah.
this.
Well, you have to make sure that the tethers aren't nearest or farthest. They don't.
Right,
so
the
that they don't
tethers
get
have
it.
to be in between. Also,
They have to be
is
in
it
between
actually?
nearest and farthest.
Is that window stack?
Oh, the tether people, the tanks can stand on the ring AoE, the nearest just stand inside the boss AoE, and then the furthest is just like not that far, but like maybe.
Yeah, yeah. It would just be very, very static positions to make sure that the tethers can stay in between nearest and farthest, that they don't get chosen.
Alright, time to put down markers for
Yep.
Um,
Finally,
B and
something that markers
D.
in school.
that would
Goodbye.
be very much the we can use the letter markers finally for that. But anyway, that's raid night.
Really good, bro.
Yeah. Really good prog. We basically, I believe, have seen everything, and I think we now have an actual strat for the knockup shit. We just have a normal one and then and then a cursed one, which we'll just have to get used to. Which isn't that much of a curse. It's just a little bit of a just.
Were we sure that worked? It looked like.
Pretty
Was
rough.
that just?
I thought we were doing one square, but then we started swapping squares.
Yeah,
Well, I just moved out of the way, so.
Yeah, because DPS can just move because they don't.
Yeah.
They're not baiting in that situation because we were getting.
Yeah,
slapped
it was
down.
supports baiting, so Panda
Right, it
didn't
was
need,
supports baiting,
Panda
it's
didn't
DPS
need to
for
move.
Okay, so
I can review it and see if it looks like it was working. We didn't do it. We weren't like positioned perfectly, so it's hard to tell if it was actually working.
It is pretty hard to position that.
Yeah, because that looks like that spacing's incredibly tight.
I feel like I'm not initially sure what else to do for that though.
I think we just want to. Like,
I mean-
we bait everything west. Like, there's only one scenario where it's cursed, right? So.
Well, it's I feel like it's a 50-50 if it ends up cursed because
yeah, but
the squares.
since it's always the same people baiting it during that part, really I just had to find one square and just stand there the whole time. Plenty of time to find that one spot. Although you do have to go back and forth for the. Well, I bet the stacks could just get behind everybody.
Yeah, what you could do is just always pre-position for the spread, and if it stacks, then you just collapse on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just always position as if it's the spread until you see her cast, and then you can just collapse if it isn't spread.
Yeah.
For a stack. That's fine. I think Panda was asking if the cleaves are even like
Like,
working.
if that spacing is
Yeah.
enough, it looks like they might be too wide based on that last pull.
Everyone survived the first one.
Yeah,
It
we
was
also had the
just-
first one fine.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
dodged the first one.
It looked like for the second one, there was an extra overlap or something.
Yeah,
There's probably like one DPS too close or something.
No. It was actually the tanks. They were too close to each other, and I think Korean Bagel moved up to get away from Andrew, so I got clipped in that as well.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. Like I can go back and get it, but like, it'd definitely be something we'll get used to.
Yeah.
Well,
Practice.
the other thing we could do is just make it so that like they always well, I guess no, because we don't know ahead of time which one it is. So yeah, I think we just have to practice it for it. Although to answer Panda's question, the reason we survived the first cleave is because two of them didn't go towards that same square. Two of them went to another area. So we don't know
Maybe
yet.
they don't.
So we don't know yet if the spacing's actually possible or not.
Yeah, because I was
Okay.
just thinking.
When they went to all four, they killed. Although they didn't hit everybody they should have. To be fair, there was like I said, there was an overlap that the tanks both got them right next to each other.
Yeah, because I would just say, like, there's the only pairing where we don't have more space to spread is if the second slam is combined with the nail cutter thing. So
There is a solution, but it will involve landing on the same platform. So I think we could do half room cleaves, but we try to keep like maybe just like destroy the middle two first. No, that won't work.
I feel like
I'll think of something. I had it in my head, but I can't vocalize it.
like,
It's just
yes,
gone.
there. I think we might honestly just like have to put both slams on the outside, prioritizing west for the first slam.
Yeah,
Well,
the
the
first
pro-
time I baited one.
like no matter
outside
no
of
matter
the-
regardless of what it actually is, just do that, and then well then and if we do that we'd have to have it set up to switch sides, because if the slam goes to like the east, because it would have to if we do that, if we have the slams both go on the outside, they'd have to be on opposite halves.
Yes.
So we'd have to have a spread set up for when we need to be on the west side as well.
Well,
Which-
it's
which
like,
is the same.
it's just that like half the boss arc, like
Yeah, it's the
before.
same thing. It's just more of a rotation. We would have to remember. But that
Yeah,
would
it would be awkward because we only have to switch sides for one of them and then go back. But
yeah.
I just was nervous about that spacing.
Oh
not
well,
happening.
yeah. I guess if we do it that way, then yeah, we can always make it so that 2 inner squares are safe. If anyone
Yeah,
has to go, by the way,
exactly.
you're free to go. We're just theorizing now. But yeah, I think if we do it like that, Panda, I think that would be fine. That way we can use both squares.
Yeah, because I think we need. It would be better to just have the more space, but because then we'd still put 3 crosses on the west side, and then
Yeah. If we maintain, okay, both slams need to go on the outside.
I think that'd be
Then-
the healthiest for sure.
Then and we just remember an arc for both the west and the east half. Then we can always guarantee that 2 squares are safe.
And the arc wouldn't have to be rotated. We could literally just do north to south.
Yeah, it would just be
Yeah.
a west arc and then the east arc. It would. I think that would be the best actually. Is just I think you're right.
And I
Ben,
think
about that.
everyone's comfortable enough with that mechanic to like look well, not the nail part yet, but like I feel like we've been pretty consistent with like random adjustments. If you see someone like last second move, I feel like people.
Yeah. I think that'll work just fine. Is just have the slams prioritize the outer squares, and then we'll just have to switch sides based off of which one they are on currently.
Mhm.
And that way, when there are only 2 safe squares in the center, in the event that it's 2 slams back to back and then 2 knockups, the 2 knockups can just still stay on the outside and get knocked into the center, thus making it so that 2 squares in the center will always be
That
safe.
makes the most sense.
It just means we'll have to constantly adjust to
Well,
the cross and switch west or east depending on where
We
it
wouldn't
is.
have to constantly adjust. We could do the prio again, where it's like first slam we want to
yeah,
be
if
on
first
the-
slam's always west,
always west.
Oh,
then
yeah,
we only
yeah,
switch
yeah.
on the second slam and then go back if
And then
there's
just go
still
back.
uppercuts
and
after.
then once first slam
it's
goes
not-
off, we're just on the other side for the rest of the
Yep.
mechanics.
Okay,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
gotta
that'll-
get going.
That'll work.
Bye.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you
Yeah,
next
I'll be making a few, but I'll have toolboxes for these strats before raid next week, and I'll make one based off what we just talked about. That I think that sounds like the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'll check the recording and see if I can see the our safe spots.
It
But-
looks like we're gonna have to go find somewhere close enough to the
to
center
the
of
center
an
so that we can
edge
switch,
so that
because we don't
can-
know what it is
yeah.
before Devour starts. Yeah.
Which
This player line specifically.
it's okay. I'm so good at those mechanics where you just micro dodge a million consecutive AoEs. We like Vanguard's second boss.
Oh, honeybee. Oh, honeybee.
I'm excited for that fight. So excited.
It'd be fun. Considering the normal is chaos, I bet. But it'll be plenty fun. The Savage version.
Mhm.
I don't think anything changes.
Yeah.
It's
Because
exactly
like,
right.
Just more
honestly,
hearts
It's-
flying
it's-
around.
The fight is actually just an hour long, but it's the same mechanics. It's just a test of endurance.
Like honestly, I'm thinking it's like dodging might be the same, but it has like healer stack at the end or like buddy stacks.
It just gets worse. Just a few little extra bits.
Well, I think they're gonna make the part where you have to manage your affection level really specific. That's
I-
gonna be the best way to put it.
I hope they're gonna. I feel like they might do a mechanic where you have to be charmed to.
Yeah, have to be.
Yeah,
a
that
fan.
was the other
to
thing
not
I
be
thought
to
of.
not die.
Or like enough people have to be charmed, or like there's gonna be enough towers that somebody has to get charmed.
Yeah, yeah.
But they have to get charmed at the right time to not get blasted
By something. Yeah.
They could do some really fun stuff with it for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be exciting to get there.
Okay, I'm gonna dip out. GG's, guys.
Yep.
My GG's.
Good prog, guys.
Yeah, I think we might be able to get it next time.
Yeah, yeah. I'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
All right, later.
Bye.
Have a good
See you
rest
guys.
of your night.
Bye.
But yeah, gonna be wrapping up the stream here. Have a good night. Thanks everyone that stopped by to watch for a bit. I'm planning on streaming again tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna be streaming Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I think. Probably. So, anyways, see you then.